Inverter. Inverter.
Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. Now we are going to see the process of extending attribute information for small dataset classification. Here is the abstract of our process. In our project, the small dataset classification is the main issue because the insufficient data in the dataset will not lead to a robust classification performance. So, to improve the accuracy of small dataset analysis, we propose a new approach, attribute construction process, that is, extending the attribute information. It is based on kernel-based techniques. These techniques use transform the input space into a higher dimensional feature space for extending the attribute information using the classification-oriented fuzzy membership algorithm. The attribute construction process based on two approaches: class possibility attributes construction, synthetic attribute construction. For constructing the attribute, find the area overlap function. If it is low, means add the class possibility values as the new attributes. When the overlap area is high, means instead of adding the new attributes, to construct new attributes, substituting the original ones to enhance the classification accuracy. Compared to previous methods like principal component analysis, kernel principal component analysis, and kernel independent component analysis, the proposed data attribute construction procedure is to extend the data information of small datasets to improve the classification performance. Here is the PFT of our process. First, the datasets are successfully loaded into the database. After loading, the data are retrieved. Then moves to attribute selection process. Here, the overall attributes in our process are selected for using the feature extraction process. In feature extraction process, which attributes has a low mean value and low standard deviations values, that attributes are removed. The other attributes are selected as the feature extraction process. Then moves to an attribute construction process. In the attribute construction process, it consists of two methods: class possibility attributes and synthetic possibility attribute. How to define the class possibility attributes and synthetic attribute means, first of all, find out the overlap value of the all attributes. If the overlap value is low, means construct class possibility attribute. If it is high, means construct synthetic attributes. Finally, merge the attributes to obtain our classification results. Finally, we evaluate the extending attribute process. Then moves to the SVM classification. Here, we classify our extending attribute database into original datasets. Here, we achieve high accuracy compared to our original dataset, so that we have achieved high accuracy in our methods. Here is the demo of our process. By clicking Browse button, select the input dataset. Here the input dataset has the PIMA Indians Diabetes datasets. By clicking Load dataset, the datasets are successfully loaded into the database. Then moves to next process. Here, by clicking View Data, the original datasets are successfully viewed. Then click Next process. Here the dataset considers two class variables. So the dataset is classified as class variables. The first class variable is 0, the dataset is classified, and 1. Then moves to next process. Here the overall attributes are used in our process are selected. So these are the attributes used in our process. Then moves to next process. Here feature extraction process. The attributes are extracted which are well suitable for our attribute construction process. So that in that attributes, which attributes have the best mean values, these are the attributes for extraction. The process using induction algorithm, so that the high mean values are extracted. So the attributes are successfully extracted. The extracted attributes are successfully shown. Then moves to next process. For attribute construction process, first of all calculate the overlap value. If the overlap value is low, means construct class possibility attributes. High means construct synthetic attributes. Here the boundary values are calculated for overlap value. Based on the overlap value, the attribute construction process is done. Then moves to next process. Here the overlap value is high means the synthetic attribute process are constructed. So the synthetic attribute construction process based on three parameters: star and less than, greater than, equal. So the values are constructed based on this parameter. Then move to process. After constructing class possibility and synthetic attributes, moves to the PCA extraction process. In PCA extraction, first calculate the Fisher calculation for overlap high values attributes. Then the PCA extractions are successfully done. So here the class possibility attributes and synthetic attributes are successfully constructed. So by clicking merge data, the two data are successfully merged and it's shown in the final classification process. Then moves to next process. Here the merged table show. By clicking show button, the merged table are shown. The merged tables are our extending final table containing class possibility attributes and synthetic attributes. So the tables are successfully viewed. These are our extending attributes. Then move to next process. Here we are going to the SVM classification process. So we have to calculate the accuracy rate. The accuracy rate is higher than the original data set. So first we classify the original data set. So that we have to create train data and text data. By clicking extract data, the train and test data are extracted successfully from the original data set. By clicking cross validation process, the tenfold cross validation is applied to the original train text data set. So that here the accuracy rate is calculated. Then moves to next process. Here this is also training and testing process of our final extending data set. Here by clicking create train data, the train data are successfully created, and by clicking classify button, so the extending attribute train test data extracted successfully from our extending table. So by clicking class validation, the tenfold class validation are applied to the extending data sets. Then moves to the graph. This graph shows our accuracy rate evaluation compared to the original dataset and extending dataset. So we have the SVM classification. The extending dataset has a high accuracy rate compared to our original dataset. So that we have a high accuracy rate. Thank you.